the world's coral reefs, which have been hit hard by an unprecedented whitening event that began in mid-2014, could see some suspension this year. However, climate models show the absence of a global pattern of atmospheric circulation which would reinforce the high ocean temperatures key to coral bleaching are expected to die less. The corals of the world may not be outside the forest yet. It also seems that ocean conditions may have entered into what could be a new regime in which persistent coral bleaching when they expel algae that are key to their survival since the interior of its fabric and become white is the new normal. The strange thing is that we end up with El Niño, we even end up with La Niña, but now we continue to see this whitening, even when we are back in neutral conditions, and it seems that for him Pacific, for the next few months, we will be showing threats from El Niño to the coral reef seems to be driven by the fact that the oceans are still full of hot water, which has accumulated in recent years, the warmest in register. This warming is being driven mainly by man-made climate change. We are actually entering a new regime where the waters are warmer, and we may have reached this threshold for the whites to bleach that is just the new baseline. We may be entering a new period where bleaching is going to be very different from what we have seen in the past. All the coral reefs in the world were highlighted by the warm oceanic conditions of recent years. More than 40% of the reefs worldwide experienced fading or death. In 2014, the reefs in Guam, Hawaii and the Marshall Islands were hit. The following year, Hawaii was hit again, and the bleaching spread across the Red Sea, towards the central Pacific Ocean and towards Australia. By 2016, scientists reported that large expanses of the Great Barrier Reef were dead, while places like Kiribati saw 80 to 95% mortality of their corals. In addition, 72% of coral reefs in the United States experienced discoloration or death. Australian officials have already reported coral mortality through the central part of the Great Barrier Reef, and the peaceful island of South Niue has experienced a severe bleaching event. Other regions are experimenting with coral plantations, shading and other adaptation efforts, with more in the works. One of the keys to protecting coral reefs is the reduction of local stressors, such as ship traffic and pollution runoff. Strategies to do that and adapt to climate change are ongoing efforts. Climate change further complicates the process,